they're not all created equal.
No.
You really have
All
to,
vitamins, all multivitamins
and
and
you
vitamins are
shouldn't
not
just
equal.
blindly say, "Oh, I'm going to take this. Oh, I'm going to take this," and then next thing you know, you've got 50 things.
No, you should understand why you're taking it. What is it good for, and does that fit my profile of what I need? You don't need to buy and take every supplement, even though I like to experiment and make sure where's my real risk, where's the things I really should be spending my money on that are targeting the things that I care about. Like,
And then there's certain things too. You just need to know your levels before
yeah,
you want to start them
right,
too.
yeah,
Because you can have too high of a vitamin D, for example, because that's fat soluble.
you can. I know that
Right.
mine tends to run low if I don't take it.
Yeah.
So I just take it.
Whereas B vitamins are more water soluble, and you're going
B vitamins
to,
you pee out.
Yeah, urinate them out.
Your body excretes extra B vitamins, so if you take extra, it's not going to hurt you.
But hey everybody, we're back with another episode of OptimLife Podcast, and I'm Jessica. This is Bradley.
Yep.
And we are going to finish out talking about the heart, and this time we're going to talk about specific supplements that you can take to optimize your heart.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, I always look at you first because I'll let you talk.
I think it depends on where you're at with your. I guess let's start with some supplements that can be good prophylactic, like before you have a known issue.
Okay.
What are things that are good for the heart, supplement wise?
Well, how generic do you want to be? Because even just a good, well-rounded multivitamin would give your body some, specific vitamins and minerals that can help.
Right.
Okay.
I always.
So there's that.
Yeah, I
That's
think.
just super.
Yeah, super generic. Everybody should be taking
Don't even know they have a problem.
Take a good quality multivitamin just to kind of cover your bases. That's always a good protocol.
Okay, so now you went to the doctor and you've got elevated triglycerides and your HDL isn't good enough and your LDL is elevated.
Right.
What are you going to say? I got mine.
I think, well.
Besides diet.
No. Diet aside. Your diet aside. You do need a better diet.
Yes.
We already talked about that before.
But what would you say?
I think most people would benefit from a fish oil.
Fish oil for what? My question, the answer was fish oil.
Yeah.
Fish oil is going to improve your triglycerides, improve your HDL, and it's going to lower your LDL.
Right. Best thing you can do for triglycerides is diet. Reduce the amount of excess processed food and sugar in your diet.
But I've seen it time and time again too. The appropriate fish oil, and when I say fish oil, it's omega-3. You want to look at the EPA and DHA. Those are the specific omega-3s that you want to look for. So
it says EPA, DHA
so
on the label.
Looking at the back of the label, it'll say the breakdown. It'll say EPA, DHA, and it'll say like 600 and something EPA, or I might get it mixed up in the other whatever. Both of them combined should add up to right around 1,000 or more in one gel. So
ideally,
some pill brands it might be serving size 1. Some pill brands might be serving size 2. If you only have a little bit of a problem, you can start with 1,000 milligrams between the EPA and DHA.
Mm-hmm.
But generally, most people do well to have 2,000 milligrams between the EPA and DHA. You can go upwards to 4, but honestly, I've seen really wonderful results around 2,000.
I think 2's enough. Mm-hmm. There might be cases where you'd want to go to 4 just to be extra.
Yeah, depending on your risk for heart disease.
You see some pro bodybuilders who they know that they're doing things that might increase their heart risk. They're already a big person because they have so much muscle to maintain. They might go to 4.
Yeah.
Just because they know it's helpful, so taking 4 is not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
But I think 2, from a cost benefit perspective, 1 to 2 grams per day.
Yeah. And even if you didn't have high LDL or anything I just said, you could benefit from just 1,000 milligrams because we don't typically get enough of the good omega-3s in our American diet.
In the American diet, you're not getting enough omega-3 in your diet unless you're eating sardines.
I even have our 14-year-old taking a fish oil. So I have him in a little pill container, and he gets a fish oil at least probably 3 to 5 nights out of the week with a magnesium. Magnesium is good for the heart. Magnesium glycinate. And so he gets that even. So magnesium glycinate, we could go there next.
Yeah, since you just mentioned it, yeah.
Yeah, but then I gotta remember to go back to something else.
Okay.
But magnesium glycinate, around 400 milligrams. You know, any 120 would give you a little bit, but 240, 360 depends on the serving size of the capsule. But vascular inflammation.
Yep.
It helps. So it helps with your blood pressure, on the back end. But it's got a lot of other benefits too.
Magnesium is used in hundreds of bodily functions, and if you're deficient in magnesium, then you're gonna have some mechanical issues in the body. Things are not going to function exactly how they are. Sometimes cramping is caused by magnesium deficiency, especially that cramping in the middle of your feet and your hands. We've had people correct that with taking magnesium. But yeah, go ahead.
If you want to go back to the LDL, citrus bergamot.
If your LDL's, so yeah, a non-statin option, citrus bergamot is shown and to help lower LDL cholesterol and improve your lipid profile. Citrus bergamot's a supplement, so it's more of a natural option.
Yeah.
Now, you still got to have a good diet in conjunction with it.
Right.
You can't just take these things and not have a good diet. So I always like to go back to that. But citrus bergamot, if you need to if your LDL is really elevated and you're worried about it, you need to bring it down. That's something you can add in. And I think so. That's one that's more targeted. You don't have to have that one, but
No.
that's not like my primary.
No, and that one's a more expensive one too. So
It is. It can. I'm just saying, like, if you already take the fish oil and you're already taking these other things, and your LDL is still elevated, maybe you would consider citrus bergamot.
I don't jump to citrus bergamot.
No.
I always start with diet and the omega-3 fish oil.
Yeah.
Then CoQ10.
A CoQ10 is good for the heart. And if you're on a statin, doesn't it lower CoQ10?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah. So this is what they don't tell you. If you are on a statin, it can lower your CoQ10 levels of the body. You should be taking a CoQ10 supplement with it.
I think even hypothyroidism lowers your CoQ10 levels, if I'm remembering.
CoQ10 is important for like ATP production.
Yeah,
It's
mitochondrial health.
mitochondrial health. It's important for. It's a coenzyme. It's
Right.
coenzyme Q10. So it has an important function in the body, and it's good for your heart. And so you won't. That's just a good one.
And it's expensive too. I'm not.
It
gonna
does.
lie.
It does add up. But me
Not
being.
everybody needs it. Some people need it. Some people it's a luxury for them, right? Like,
Yeah.
so I take it just because I want to.
I take it just because I know that's good for the heart, and I do want to make sure I'm protecting my heart.
Right.
And the fish oil, I think those are two. I mean, even if they cost, yes, everything costs money, but you know.
And you got to look at the right dose too, because like some of these multivitamins, it'll be like a pack, and it'll have like all these different things. It's like it's got CoQ10, it's got this, got this, got.
Yeah.
And maybe it's enough to help you, but honestly, some of those are like overpriced, and when you like add it up at the end of the day, it's like, well, it's not really appropriately dosed for what you actually might need for the cost. So I just buy CoQ10 like the multivitamin we use. It does have a little bit of CoQ10 in it.
It's like
but
50
I don't
milligrams.
think it's enough to do anything. So I buy one separate, and I think you have CoQ10, the ubiquinol is, it has to convert to ubiquinol. So if you get the ubiquinol CoQ10, maybe you would want
Higher
400
dose.
milligrams, like higher. But if you get the CoQ10 ubiquinol, you could get away with a little bit of a lower dose,
Right.
like maybe 200.
The ubiquinol tends to be a little bit more expensive
Yeah, but they're
because of that.
Yeah, they're
not
both
being a
expensive.
precursor.
I have two different brands that I like, and
Yeah.
one's already ubiquinol and one's ubiquinol.
Sure.
Anyway,
Right. But the important thing is that, especially if you're on a statin, you probably want to be thinking about looking at it, getting a CoQ10 supplement. I think the older you get, the more higher risk of heart issues you should be considering it. Like if you've got a weight issue and you're working on that, I don't know.
well, the longer you live, the more you've been exposed to potentially a bad diet throughout your life, and You know, you're building stuff in your arteries.
Yep.
Your gallbladder's getting sludge. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, it's the there's a mitochondrial aspect to it too with the ATP, and then the heart health. Like
everything's getting older as you age.
Yeah,
So your heart, you gotta really protect it, right? Everything's
yeah. So I do. That's a supplement that I've added in the last year or two that I've kept in.
Yeah, you're not thinking about that in your 20s.
No, in my 20s I didn't need it.
Yeah.
But at 39, I'm worried about my heart health in my 40s and 50s, and I want to get to 70 without any issues.
Yeah. Now I sit around and I'm thinking, man, I wonder what my arteries look like on this. I hope everything's okay.
I think your arteries are probably fine.
Like even that one time I had that ultrasound and they're like, oh, your gallbladder's got a little bit of sludge. And I was like, it does? And I'm like, oh, I did used to eat really bad.
Well, no, I think that's probably a more recent thing. We were probably eating out at that time too. Who knows?
Who knows? But anyway, your
You're
heart
fine.
is just super important.
Yes.
So yeah,
gallbladder, you can get by without that.
Yeah. Well, I want to keep that.
I know. I want to keep it too.
Okay. What else? We had said fish oil,
CoQ10,
magnesium. Oh, we were talking about something.
Citrus bergamot.
Citrus bergamot. We're talking about D3. D3K2.
So D3K2. D3 is important for
so many things.
A lot of things. It's technically a hormone. It's not just a vitamin.
Yeah, and it supports like not just your immune system, but your hormone production, all this stuff. It's healthy for your heart.
Yes.
But one thing I want to say about that, and I think we've said it before in another video probably, but if you're taking D3, you just want to go ahead and take the one that says D3K2. Because the D3, it makes the calcium more available in your blood, and then the K2 puts the calcium in your bones and teeth where it should go versus the risk of it potentially calcifying in your arteries.
Right. So theoretically, the K2 is going to help redirect calcium away from your arteries. So if you're taking vitamin D3 K2, because D3 has a calcification effect, right? So you want to take K2, I forget what it
I just said
You just said that.
I need to say.
Yeah, you said that. Okay.
D3 makes calcium more available in your blood.
That's what it is, yes.
That's what it said.
Right, and the K2 is going to help direct it where it needs to go.
Yeah.
But
it takes a minute.
Yeah. No. Well, I repeated it, but I was going a different angle with it. The thing is, taking the D3 with the K2, or even if you just took K2, like the K2 is where the cardiovascular benefit is. Mm-hmm. D3, yes, the vitamin D is important, but the K2 is going to help direct some of that calcification away from the arteries over time. So if you're taking that regularly, you're going to have a lower risk of buildup.
And it's in some multivitamins, I think. The
K2?
Yeah,
it may be.
It's in some of them. They're not all created equal.
No.
Really
all vitamins, all multivitamins and vitamins are not
equal. And you shouldn't just
equal.
blindly say, oh, I'm going to take this, oh, I'm going to take this, and then next thing you know, you've got 50 things.
No, you should understand why you're taking it, what is it good for, and does that fit my profile of what I need? You don't need to buy and take every supplement, even though I like to experiment and make sure. Sometimes I take, but I have slowly taken stuff back out that I'm like, I don't think I need that.
Right.
And so it's more of, okay, where's my real risk? Where's the things I really should be spending my money on that are targeting the things that I care about? Like,
and then there's certain things too. You just need to know your levels before you want to start them too.
Right. Yeah.
Because you can have too high of a vitamin D, for example, because that's fat soluble.
You can. I know that mine tends to run low if I don't take it.
Yeah.
So I just take it.
Whereas B vitamins are more water soluble, and you're going.
B vitamins you pee out.
Yeah, urinate them out.
Your body excretes extra B vitamins, so if you take extra, it's not going to hurt you.
But so I guess, was there any more that we wanted to say specifically for the heart? I think that was the big ones. Just a generic good multivitamin, could help you. Then when you start thinking, oh, I really do want to target my lipid panel, fish oil helps with inflammation, so fish oil.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, so now I'm beyond just wanting help with inflammation and LDL. I really have a problem with LDL. Consider citrus bergamot, CoQ10, because we were talking about the levels declining.
Right.
For different reasons, but maybe if you're on a statin already, things like that. Magnesium glycinate.
Yep.
Anything else?
Somewhere berberine falls in there.
Oh yeah, well berberine has anti-inflammatory properties, and it helps with your insulin sensitivity, which helps a lot of things.
Which is going to help your blood markers.
Yeah, your triglycerides
generally.
And all that.
Should help your triglycerides. Yeah.
All goes together.
Yep.
Was there something else?
Well, I had mentioned, and I've talked about, we haven't talked about this on a podcast, but like natokinase.
Oh yeah, I didn't know a lot about it. I know I've seen it a lot, but I don't personally take it.
So natokinase has, it's a supplement that I really only seen the last couple of years pop up in like, especially in like bodybuilding areas. People who are worried about blood clotting, well, it really kind of came about because of like the COVID shots that people worry about blood clotting and stuff and myocarditis, the kind of effects. And natokinase was one of those things that has that anti-clotting effect. It's a natural supplement. And so it kind of got some, and then there's actual studies on it, and it's been shown to, it's one of those things you could take if you have some calcification, maybe soft plaque buildup, that it can help reduce the buildup if you take it. So it has that
I'm gonna look into
anti-clotting.
that.
Yeah, there's a little bit more there. It's sort of a newer supplement, but a lot of bodybuilding community folks are taking it because it can help also lower blood pressure to some extent. So that's just that's a supplement that I don't necessarily tell people to take, but if it's like an extra thing that can help if you're at a higher risk, you know, I'm a male, I'm a bodybuilder, I'm bigger than I need to be, per se. I don't mind taking natokinase as an added prophylactic to try to help ensure that my risk of clotting or whatever is, or heart issues, keep my blood pressure in check, like that's under control.
Okay.
So that, you know, that's a targeted supplement, but something that's out there to be considered.
Okay. Well, I think we've touched on.
But I think those are the
everything
main
we
ones.
wanted to.
Yeah, I think those are the main ones.
Okay. So I hope you've enjoyed all of these episodes on
Yeah.
The heart, and Lord knows what we'll talk about next time, but I'm sure we'll think of something.
Well, the next one will be March.
Yep. We'll have to ask Hannah.
She'll help us.
She's going to think about it already.
Yeah.
Maybe something with a leprechaun. Just kidding.
Is that in March?
Anyway, yeah, St. Patrick's Day.
I don't celebrate St. Patty's Day.
Alcoholics do, isn't it?
I'm not alcoholic.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. I love alcoholics.
No, it's an excuse to go to bar crawls and stuff. Anyway.
I don't like bars. I'm boring.
Yeah, we're boring. Anyway, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them, and we will see you next time.
Have a good one.